Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Fireballs and Fails, where we never fail to bring you the best of entertainment, or maybe the worst, who knows. We are joined by the lovely Witchy, who's playing Serafina. We have the hilarious Eridan, played by Purefoy, and we have our serious but always fun and loving Val, played by Red. So, does anybody want to give a recap of what happened last time?
Purefoy got drugged. Is now in the basement in a sack.
I'm gonna say it.
People were groping me for money.
That's
They
right.
groped me. They groped the witchy.
I mean,
In their defense, Seraphina's always half naked or naked.
Val, what did you get up to last time?
I remember saving Witchy by picking her up.
Mm-hmm.
And then her body slid against his ever so slowly.
Oh,
because
yeah,
he
that's
failed
right.
his strength check, but I passed mine.
That was hysterical. That was true.
Yeah, I shouldn't say captured, but I interacted with a pocket thief, which actually worked with the whores! And I managed to get a really cool item, the Pendant of Excuses, or Convenient Excuses.
Yes. Eridan's perspective, the other big thing was they were starting to hear things, and I think as you attempted to escape, they just picked you up and slammed you against the wall, and unfortunately, you have been knocked unconscious. That being said, actually, Purefoy, I want you to actually mark your character as if they've had a long rest. And I will explain why when the time comes. So, with that, you guys back in the tavern, you guys are surrounded by people clamoring for the money that was thrown to the ground, and Fisk is now having like a little sidebar conversation with Spanky. As you guys are kind of staring at them, kind of also nervous about all the fighting that's going around it about you, Corvy comes down, lands on your shoulder, Serafina, and recites something in your kind of in your ear, kind of just screaming out loud, because that kind of seems to be what Corvy does. It's I know it's not Friday, but I'll have the fish fry.
She'll scratch Corby underneath his beak. It kind of like nuzzle up to him a little bit, like, "Oh, it's such a good boy."
I know it's not Friday, but I'll have the fish fry.
And who does she need to talk to to reset the password to?
Well, do you know what it is? Like, this bird just flew on your shoulder is now just saying this to you. Yeah, John did, but did Fisk?
I can't remember now. Fuck.
No,
I don't think he.
Oh,
Fisk. Nope. After the knife got pulled, the dancing and the yeah, Seraphina never known.
Like I said, I just finished reviewed and the not the previous episode, but the previous one to that.
yeah, I know they added.
And
to
in
it.
that, he literally said to Fisk, said to you, something about fish fry.
I
Moved
remember
on
the
without
something
telling you.
about
So
fish fry.
yeah, so he didn't
So
technically. So he did.
Can
Yeah, I'll tell you
she-
what. Make an intelligence check.
I was like, can she just put two and two together, like the fish fry, and then Corby saying something about the fish fry?
With proper intelligence, yes.
Wow,
Oh,
Seraphina's not
I
using
got
her
a fucking
boobs.
9.
Oh,
9. All right.
never mind. Back to the boobs.
I'll say this. So you hear this word and you're like, the hell is this about? But then you do remember that Fisk said something about fish fry. You might need some help.
Okay. Everybody's fighting though, so it's gonna be difficult for her to go over to the barmaid over here.
Well, you don't have to go to the barmaid. You have a friend.
Which friend? I need to talk to a friend, which
Yeah.
is Val.
Yes. So how would Serafina play out that conversation with Val about I don't quite know what to do with this, and this bird is saying this to me?
My question is first, is Serafina still like clinging to Val at the moment?
No, she got down, remember? He put her down.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he put her down or if we ended off with her like fucking clinging to his ass.
No, she kind of like, I hate to phrase it this way, but she kind of slid over his body, and then
Yeah,
like,
I remember that part, but I
then
didn't
stood back
remember
up.
like she was like still there. She's gonna turn and like kind of like cock her head a little bit to the right, and she's gonna like glance up. Like, do you understand what this is about? I know it's not Friday, but I'll have the fish fry.
I'm actually lost on what that does even mean.
So Val,
You said I needed a friend. He's not here.
all right.
He's just like looking so confused and lost.
So Val, yes, that phrase does. While that phrase itself doesn't mean anything to you personally, I will say, with your history and your knowledge of, kind of being like war based and having fought and what have you, you are familiar with the idea of codes and secret phrases. So Seraphina saying that to you kind of does make you think, okay, first you might think she's crazy, beyond,
Yes.
what you already, kind of think about her. But, Corvy is not quiet, and you heard the bird say this. So the fact that Corvy's saying it, kind of like just gets the gears turning in your mind, and ultimately it gives, I would like you now to go ahead and make you can choose intelligence or wisdom check.
I will go for intelligence.
Yes, that's
Shit.
You failed,
I
didn't
also
you?
got a 9!
He got a 9 too!
Oh my god. What's
Well,
even
it was
funnier...
either a zero, a +0, or it was a -1.
So the even better part about this is that if you look right above for the previous time that we played, Eridan's last roll was also a 9. So I literally
yeah.
see on the board 999.
This is some bullshit!
All right. So basically, you're thinking, you're like, okay, well, it's obviously some kind of code. But try to discuss that with Witchy.
What does this mean?
It's
What
not
is
Friday!
Riddle.
It's not Friday, it's Tuesday. The bird's talking about fish fry.
It's Monday.
Where is fish?
I don't work here. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
But why?
Fish said something about fish fry. I don't know. Is it a popular food here, or like, where's the barmaid? And she's gonna like kind of like look around.
Frying fish?
But it's
Should
not
I
Friday.
Should I fry fish?
Both of you make intelligence checks again.
The bad part is I can see that conversation going
Fucking 9
exactly like
again.
that between those two characters. Hold on.
9 again.
No. Okay, well, you should have
No,
plus 3.
mine went to a 12.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. So, Seraphina, it takes a little bit, but and especially this conversation, which I can definitely tell between you two, is a little frustrating. Somehow, in Seraphina's brain, a little connector finally comes to the thought of, he was mentioning he got a code for the basement, and it had something to do with fish fry. And Corvy's his bird. Corvy can talk to him and Fist to Corvy. Therefore, this must be the code.
Okay. So,
I take it back. Curb is the dad.
as Val's like looking at her, he kind of sees the light bulb like kind of click in her mind, and the gears start turning. And she goes, "Oh, wait!" She smacks him a couple times on the chest. She goes, "Oh, I remember! It's the code for the basement. It's a message. Who do we tell it to, though?" And she looks back up at him, confused all over again.
Do I notice the person sitting at the near the basement door?
There's just a door there. There's no person
Can I
like
just,
standing in
can
front
I
of it or
just
anything.
Look at her, and I'll look at the door, and then look at her again.
She's gonna like turn, look at the door, and then click again. She goes, "Oh, wait, hold on." She like gets all excited again. Like you see like little happy shakes and stuff. She goes over and she knocks on the door a couple times.
I keep imagining Serafina like doing that, like, you know, that like kind of typical girl whack, like when they realize something, they're just smacking their husband or boyfriend or whatever.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I know. And Val just being like, the fuck, you know, kind of like smack, 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 smack. Just like, yes, that's my armor. Why are you touching me?
Right.
How does Val react to that, to getting like it doesn't hurt him, and in fact you're not even moving, like you're like a rock, you're stone, and there's just this girl in a kimono just whack, 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 whack on your chest.
I picture it more of like when a child's like tapping on this leg constantly, like, Dad, Dad, Dad.
Oh,
Dad,
yes,
Dad,
yes,
Dad,
yes.
Dad, Dad, Dad. And I'm like, what? That's what I picture.
That's so funny. That is really funny, especially since we keep making the joke that you're like the dad of the group. That is awesome. So Serafina, yes, you go over, you knock on the door. How do you use it? Just like quick couple successive knocks? Do you like bang on it? Like how would Serafina attempt?
He's gonna keep knocking until someone answers. All you hear is over and over and over again.
I didn't hear anything, but I assume you did some kind of noise.
Yeah, I was knocking on my wall right next to me.
Oh, okay. What's really funny is I just picture from the movie Trolls, branch, 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 branch. Like she's knocking on the door. But yeah, so finally a little, a very well hidden and like you didn't even notice it, an eyeball slot, opens up. And you see like these kind of angry eyes peering out at you in a really rough voice, just going, "What?"
Smile, and she's gonna recite the phrase. I know it's not Friday, but I would like a fish fry. Or fry fish fry, fish fry, fish fry.
Yeah, they're close
Fish
enough.
fry.
And he opens the door.
It's like close enough. Get this fucking bitch away from me.
So it was, I know it's not Friday, but I'll have the fish fry. But I liked yours though.
She like stammered over her words, all confused again.
No, you're good. The guy's just like, yeah, all right. And then he, and you hear like a bunch of like, you know how there's just too many locks? It's basically that, just like, you know, you hear like chains unbolting, the sliders going. He goes to open it and there's like a deadbolt and you just hear him go, fuck, and then like close it and then all right, this way, and he holds the door open and it's a massive orc.
This way. I'm going to assume he's taller than her.
Oh yeah.
She gonna, from her position, she gonna slowly look up. Oh damn! You could absolutely wreck me. Walk him.
Out.
She's gonna head on in after making that comment.
Val, do you follow?
Yeah, I'm just gonna follow. 'Cause
Okay.
He's like so confused at this point. He's like, I'll just follow at this point.
All right. So you guys are able, I'm going to put you so you guys are at the staircase over here. So make you guys a little
It
smaller.
sucks having to do this on my phone.
That would have been funny. Pupper says, you know what would have been funny if your character was knocking on the door and it was where the eye slot was opening and my character ended up accidentally jabbing the dude in the eye.
Yeah. Oh.
Ooh.
So basically, Spanky is just like, they are just staring at you. They don't really give a shit that there is a kind of a lot of commotion. I mean, some of the tables and chairs have started to get thrown up. People are like, you know, they're shouting, they're like trying to calm the crowd down again. The dancers are kind of successfully doing it. It's loud. People are starting to clap, but there still are a few people who are kind of like getting into like a punch fight over some of the coins that are on the ground. But Spanky is just staring at you. Doesn't give a crap that your friends are walking past you. Of no mind, they're just staring.
Well, it is something to where I take to behold this man, and it is literally a flash in the past. It was one thing when I saw him on the banisters of when I was deciding, you know what, because this is something where I feel like if I laid low, if I just blended in with the crowd, Spanky, Geldrick, if you will, this shark twink of a man, would not have noticed me. Come on, you look at that. It's just...
So, just again, as a reminder, how they're staring at you, it really is a massive resistance to wanting to, first off, shock you again. Second, just use their hands in general. And that's actually also a great point to take note. Fisk, you look down at their hands. One is bald and a fist, the other is kind of like in the same arch you see in that picture, but both of the hands are flat and facing towards you, and that's when you notice something. You notice that you can see clearly spelled out per hand, Killfisk.
I don't suppose that's killing me with kindness, is it, Geldrick?
I've told you not to use that fucking name.
Alright, old habits died hard. Right. I'm sorry, I can't keep a straight face. Spanky. Well, the one time I decide to play on the stage is when you notice me. Should have known better. Always lie low.
You were always a man of theatrics.
And you were always a man of rash decisions. Seriously, shocking grasp in a public bar. It's broad daylight. There are witnesses here. Listen, the two that are with me, they have nothing to do with me. I'm just doing a job with them. They have nothing to do with this. Leave them be. You and I, we're going to settle things, and we're going to go outside, in the alley. You know how it goes. Cell block rules.
Works for me, though I'm surprised you know anything about following the rules.
Well, what can I say? People can change.
Their shark-like tail, kind of twitches upward in a violent manner, as if you saying that has struck a chord with them, something very, it really does make them extraordinarily angry.
In fact, in that emotional reaction, because I definitely want to again, it's refamiliarizing myself with their physique. Since he's part shark, is it anything where analyzing this guy? Can I see any gills on the side of his torso? Or is there anywhere where it shows that he has gills? It looks like it's the side of his neck, but he's your character. This is a placeholder. Not placeholder, but it's
they are there, but so the way that works with a humanoid sea-based creatures, it's especially because in general, sharks actually do have and they even do beach themselves from time to time to get more oxygen into their bodies.
Maybe.
But basically, he... the way it would supposedly work is that there's something kind of DNA based where, let's say there's a filter over the gills. It's paper thin, and that when they get into the water, that paper thin pulls up, almost like a lampshade kind of thing. Not a lampshade, blinds. Excuse me, blinds, and it allows water to come in and get cycled through and provide the appropriate. It's absolutely incredible. That's kind of what I pictured here. It's not magic. It's some kind of really cool biological thing that just is part of their... It is something to where, and I'm willing to roll investigation on it, as I look upon him closely. And I know I've known this man for years, but it has been 10 some odd since I last saw this man that honestly doesn't look like he's aged a day. Maybe a little more... serious, a little more bloodthirsty. The tattoos on the hands are definitely new, but there's a few new scars on the chest as well.
A few new scars on the chest, but I would like to investigate for vital spots.
Absolutely.
weak points, places where the armor doesn't exactly cover, and it's just a way of reading the room, knowing with how this guy presents. If push comes to shove, what can I act upon for a sneak attack?
So I did want to kind of like I was actually going to give you two choices because
Right.
realistically, investigation is actually something that has to do more with searching through objects or areas, making logical deductions based on what you find. That's investigation versus perception. Realistically, would be what you're looking for. Or in this case, because it's something bodily based, and you are looking for, like if I strike here, will it provide enough pressure to temporarily stun a creature? That's also medicine.
Yeah.
So I would let you choose medicine or perception if that is agreeable to you.
Oh yeah, I can get what you're saying because medicine deals with anatomy and perception is noticing the small little details. I will take the perception because I am proficient in that.
So I will be nice.
So-
If you want, I will let you keep your 16.
Okay, like 16 overall instead of 19.
Well, the 16 plus whatever your modifier. What's your perception modifier?
Perception modifier is 2, so that'd be an 18.
18, still really high. That's what I was saying. If you want to roll again and try to get higher, but it's not a. It is a.
I'm good.
If
I'm
and
good.
yeah, so we will. So this is the doorway. That's where you came in from. So do that.
Right.
Just so you can clearly see, that's where you guys came out. And Spanky quickly kind of like walked across the area. It's not terribly big.
Meow.
So basically, on the again, they're across from you. So that is a perfect 30 movement. Like they have to like get out of the way and do some stuff. It is it's very low lit out here. Again, it's only about midday at this point. For some odd reason, it is just darker around this specific part of town. There's no reason or rhyme for it, but there is almost like sunlight trying to come through, but in the picture here it almost looks like moonlight, but it's not moonlight. It's literally just sunlight trying to come through whatever this above over haze. So just so this is lit. It's not it's low light.
It's not dark.
But it's not dark. It's not darkness. Do you have dark vision?
I'm a human, so
No. Okay.
I feel confident.
Yeah. It's like
Hey, give me 30 minutes in the dark and I'll make out something.
It's just more so more or less essentially a like the sun is setting, kind of darkness where it's like I can still see, but it's like it's starting to affect a little bit, but it shouldn't like do anything. The only reason would be is if this person went completely into a shadow. That's the only time where you're like, all right, fuck, that's like looking into like the blackness of the void. I can't really do shit there. But otherwise it is, it's well enough to see. And on that note, let's go ahead and head over back to our heroes at the lower bar with Serafina and Val. So you guys are able to go down. So there's it's kind of like almost like a drippy stone walkway, and then you descend as you descend a bit, and then it opens up to some wooden stairs. And as you walk down, this place is definitely a lot more quiet. It definitely seems a bit seedy. There are people who are kind of just look like they're openly discussing plans for everything from assassinations to planned robberies. There seems to be a, actually make me a Serafina, make me a history check. Val, you're not from here, right? You'd be from like, so to speak, like states away, if you would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I got a dirty 20 on that.
Dirty 20. Oh, that's some good.
I got a 30 20 on that.
Love it. Love it.
I was gonna say, that's a 15, but I realized.
Yeah, I have a +5 to that.
Yeah.
Val, make me a history check at disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Yeah, disadvantage.
Because it's still possible. Yeah, history. Because it's still possible you could recognize.
Oh,
like,
he got
oh
an 8.
God. The 8. So there are a couple people in here, Val. You don't know their names. You don't know what they do. But there's a couple of faces that you have definitely seen on wanted posters that are sitting around. Serafina, you actually recognize some of the big hitting names that are sitting around here. There's a couple of pirate individuals that you know. They are a part of a couple of very sleazy. Sorry, my brain paused. They're part of a couple of sleazy deals. There's a couple of assassins. There's definitely one towards the back over here. This guy right here, this dwarf, dark cloak, very very terrifying looking man. There's the Croc Rock brothers. They're two crocodile humanoids that are known for a mix of robbery. Potential deaths. It's rumored that they've been associated with some assassinations, but they've never admitted to it. And normally, if you were an assassin, you would, but they seem to want to keep that kind of quiet.
Yes, I see.
And you know what? Even or odds, Witchy?
Evens.
Evens. Let's see here. Odds. Okay.
Oh, damn.
No, you have no affiliate. I was gonna say either if it was evens, you would have had a tryst with one of them.
Oh, okay.
But because it's odd, you had a tryst with both of them.
Oh, what? It's from when I fucked them and the one night stand.
I said a tryst. I mean, you defined it, not me. And with that, the first brother, because again, they're not both there. These are actually really tall creatures. So he makes eye contact and looks directly at you, Witchy.
What are their names? Because I'm going to assume she remembers their names.
With the dirty 20, yes. So it's Rick and Ralph.
Okay. Would the one looking at her right now be Rick?
Yes.
Okay.
Val, you do notice the one crocodile humanoid eyeing up Serafina, but make me a perception check. Let's see if you know if it's just like an interest, a potential another person horny for this girl, or if it's something. Nope. Oh God, no. Yep, just another person horny for this girl. You're able to do what you wish at this point. Do you want to make your way down the stairs? Do you push Serafina forward? Do you walk past her?
Maybe I should go back to the thing. I guess I'll kind of go past her.
Go past her? Okay. You walk past. What would you like to go? You can go directly to the left. That's towards a peg-legged older man and the turtle pirate. You can go towards the middle. You can go down to the south. You can go to the bar where there is another beautiful maid. In fact, I actually got to put her picture here. Another beautiful maid who is working.
I said down there. Yeah, that's fine.
So you head over to the. I'm gonna let you say you get all the way to the bar. Now, as you're passing through, you're not picking that perception check. You're not picking this up. You are being eyed by a few people. Some of them are looking at you with interest, and some of them are looking at you with a, kind of more sinister atmosphere. But you are able to, without incident, you're able to make it to the bar. And the barmaid gets right up to you and just like, "What do you have this, sir?"
I'm not sure actually.
Oh, then why are you wasting my time? Don't come to the bar if you ain't looking for a pint.
Yeah, I'll actually ask her a question.
Sure.
Do you know of the one-legged shark captain?
Well, are you looking for Sharkhead?
Maybe.
Well, he's up on the upper floor. Not like the floor above us, but the secondary up there floor.
Is he a captain?
Well, duh, it's in his title.
How would one reach him?
She kind of looks at you a little frustrated and goes, "Well, you see those two things attached to your body there? They're called legs. You use those to go up the first flight of stairs. Then you go up another flight of stairs." I broke red.
Okay, so side note, what is a common thing to tip with?
Money?
Like a copper. Yes, but how much is a common tip, you would say, in this?
I'd probably say, I mean, it depends. If you're looking to gain more detail, now they were being very, very kind of blunt with you, very open. That's probably worth maybe about a silver or two. If you wanted to thank her and encourage more information, you're going to want to go higher.
How much would a gold coin get me?
I could give it to her and find out.
You know, fuck, I'll give her a single gold coin.
She raises an eyebrow and goes, "You're not with the other lot then, are you?"
I was sent here from distant lands to seek him from our old friend.
She actually then kind of thinks for a moment and looks kind of panicked and goes, "Oh, wait. So you're friends. You're associated then to Captain Sharkhead?"
Through acquaintances.
Oh, geez. So my sincerest apologies, sir. So yes. First off, here's a pint on the house, of course. Terribly sorry for any inconvenience I gave to you. Yeah. You just you need to. Did you get today's word?
I have not. We just got in town earlier today.
Well, all right then. The word is and she looks kind of nervous about saying it, but then leans in and goes and whispers, "Kumquat."
Did she just say kumquat?
So I wasn't the only one that heard that part as well.
And she kind of stares at the gold. She doesn't know if she should take it.
I push it forward towards her more.
She kind of does a half bow, half curtsy. She clearly does not normally do this. It is not a very good curtsy. It's just if someone said, "Hey, curtsy," and they're like, "Well, what's that?" And then someone explains it to them verbally, and then they attempt it. That is kind of what it looks like. She clearly does not kind of meld with the people of the third floor.
So, I wanna, since I pick up the pint, lift the mask up, and you see my undead face, kind of.
Ooh.
Instantly down it.
If it just
One
trickles.
solid gulp.
Yeah, does it? Well, I was gonna say, do
Trickles
you
out of his stomach?
You have the capacity, so it all depends on how you want to describe it. Some people literally say they are just skeletons. Others will say skeletons with sinew. Some will just say kind of like a rotted corpse, but you don't smell. Kind of almost like a zombie. It's you can do it. Doesn't do anything for you, and you got all this armor on, so people can't really see it. So it's when you lift your veil, when you really showcase yourself, you're already looking pretty terrifying in your current getup, because it is kind of weathered and what have you, and it has this kind of undead essence to it. But when you take any and all of your armor and what have you off, that's where people can see. So you tell me, what does, essentially, without his armor on, what does Val look like?
Without his armor on, I would say it's mostly you still have flesh, kind of.
Okay.
But he's half skeletonish. His hands are more rotted, where it's more bones, some tendons you can see.
Okay.
Bits of flesh here and there on his forearms. I'd say my cheeks, you can see the holes. There's no muscle on the cheek, so it's just.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's terrifying.
Those people who have holes on their mouth, they have the cheek holes.
Yeah. No, I 100% follow you. So when you do
This
that,
is a good thing I'm in the sack.
when you do that, she looks terrified. She backs up and trips and falls over one of the barrels that's around her, and she just kind of backs away from you. This causes several of the people in the area to turn and look at you, now with definite interest. So I'm gonna
see me with my mask off.
Only two would really be able to see it. These two closest. because they're kind of
Okay.
near. They're standing. They're near the end of the bar. The rest of them are kind of like I said, either in conversation. You weren't really being noticed, and they saw the barmaid giving you attitude. That's pretty typical. Again, she's not very friendly. But then they did kind of notice that one bit, and then that noise, like her backing away. It would have, at least before you lowered your mask, these two would have definitely gotten a look at like at least your jaw and been like, whoa. But the rest of people are just saw the barmaid, back away from you. So as far as they know, you might have just threatened her or done some kind of, verbalage that has frightened her, and that gains their respect, essentially. Also interest, because maybe that means that you're somebody of interest to them as well. But we're going to actually put a pin in your conversation while you're having that conversation at the bar. Airden, the last thing you remember losing consciousness again, but this time from broken bones and blood. And if you recall, you do remember hearing a familiar voice shouting, "No!" And you are
He's dead.
It did seem like that you saw a bright white light coming towards you, but then all of a sudden that light was snatched away. It's no longer a white light. It's actually kind of like an off yellow. In fact, it's definitely yellow, and it's kind of faint and flickery. That's a candle. You're able to open your eyes.
So okay, yeah, because
I'm going to explain why. I'm going to explain why.
I am.
So essentially, when you first open your eye, it's kind of like you have 1 HP, and then you, and I'm going to explain why, but it's essentially you feel yourself like coming to, you're still drunk from before, but you're able to take things in, and you're definitely not as injured, although you do feel some dried and even kind of like fresh wet blood on your face as well.
Okay, so am I still in the sack? Or
You are
'cause I
no
can see
longer in a
candle.
sack. You're make me a perception
Oh.
check. You do notice though you're not in a sack anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. You are on a cot on a very dirty, rocky ground. You are in an area. It's kind of interesting. Again, it is all stone walls. So I'm just remembering my. Yes. There is a lot of blood on dried blood around you. There is some barrels, so it would almost seem like this is like partially a storage facility. And there seems to be a cabinet. It's closed right now, and a kind of like rolling tray next to a chair. There is a light blue glow as you look down and see your previous so-to-be love interest mumbling some kind of ancient language, and blue light coming from their hands as they move their hands very slowly over your body, healing you.
Oh, what the hell happened? Oh, I can't tell Seraphine about this. Oh, I, hey, hey, this was my first time. Why the hell is he healing me? What the hell did I do? And what?
And he
Is that a
looks.
cat?
Sorry,
Y'all better not
you
be in here
finished?
trying to steal my organs. You don't want them. You don't want my organs. Seraphine, oh, fuck it. I'm tired.
Um,
And I just laid back.
the old man looks at you, relieved, and goes, "Oh, thank God." Uh, and he looks around, and there are no other people around, and he removes his hat. When he removes his hat, his skin tightens. His mustache actually becomes kind of more of like a prim, kind of. Actually, I'm sorry, it goes into a goatee, a nice, beautiful, luxurious black goatee, very well cut, and he even grows a little taller. It's actually a kind of a handsome, you know younger man. It's a handsome young man before you. He takes a little pouch from his side, and he goes. He's like, "Listen, it's just water," and opens it and tries to tilt some of the liquid into your mouth. Do you accept the liquid?
He gotta get that
I
money.
accept the liquid. I accept the liquid.
You use up the liquid. It is very cool and refreshing. It's nice, crisp, clean water, which definitely also helps with, helping you to sober up a little bit. Mike, again, I am, though, going to also ask that you do take 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
Well, you do need to mark that on D&D Beyond. So, and he goes, listen, this isn't what was supposed to happen. It's... You're unfortunately tangled up in something beyond my... Oh, shit, they're coming back. And with that, you hear a stone... Again, you can't see it, but you hear, like, stones rubbing up against stones, and what sounds like... essentially, like, if you were to guess, like a doorway sort of opening, as 2 men come in, and one of them shoves the young man aside, takes his hat angrily from him, and like kind of almost slams it onto his head, knocking the what was the young man, now an old man again, backwards onto the ground. And they pick you up and bring you over to the chair and proceed to tie you to it.
No, I'm gonna sit in that chair. Do I want to fight back? What kind of men are they? Because I can see them.
One has has like a hat that's kind of pulled down low. We'll say it's even a cowboy hat, Stetson. He's got a pull down low over his face, so it is like causing shade, because this is not a well lit place. You would not be able to see necessarily what their races are per se. You think it could be elf or possibly they're definitely not dwarvish, and they're taller, so we'll say it's that you could think that they're elf, that they're human, some kind of mix of that.
Okay. So
and
they kind of strap me to the chair.
Yes, I was going to say, would you like to make a contested strength check?
Wait a minute. No. Instead, I'm going to try to convince them to let me go.
Oh.
Because if they're in this town, they know of the Holy Sexy Church. They don't know what goes on there, but they know of it. If they want to keep visiting, they'll let me go.
All right, give me 1 second. Yeah, neither of them know what the church is.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch one of them in the face.
Well, first you got to make a so like you'd start talking to them about the church, and they just like look at each other and just shrug and continue trying to pull you over to the thing. You do need to make a contested strength check to see if you can get one of your arms free to punch them. Yeah, you're able to get out of both their grasps. Which one do you want to punch?
I'm gonna punch the one on the left.
Okay. Go ahead and make me make me an attack roll.
Okay. Oh, god damn it, Bobby.
Fortunately, 9 is not going to... he is able to duck out of the way. And with that, let's see, he is going to do his reciprocating maneuver. Oh, that's a nat 20. And he gets you like in a full Nelson, drags you over the chair, and like slams you against it. And in the daze, they take that opportunity to tie you to it.
I'm going to get my organs removed. Okay.
The one who he rolled an out when he fell on his butt. So the one on the right, like when you got out, he was like, oh, slippery snake, and fell on the ground. And he gets up, comes over, cocks his head, smiles at you, and then slaps you across the face and spits on you. What to? Give it the whole Haktua.
Then I look him dead in his eyes and I tell him, the nuns at the church hit harder and spit tastes better than yours.
He looks pissed. He does not like that you said that. And the other guy pushes him back before he looks like he's about to hit you, and just is like, wait. We have more fun tools than your hand. And the guy just kind of like, and backs off. But let's pause there and head back out to the alley where we have Fisk, who is facing a very angry looking old shark friend. And they just kind of, they have their arms crossed and just slowly tapping each one methodically. Like first they'll do the kill, and then they'll do the Fisk, then they'll do the kill, then they'll do the Fisk, fingers, kind of back and forth, while their tail just kind of like in this kind of almost rhythmic way, like swings. Like it's not like massively swinging, it's a low and kind of slow, almost like it's like a taunt.
In which case, I taunt back to where I say, listen, before we catch up, do you mind if I take a piss? Your shocking grasp kind of jostled the bowels a bit.
Spanky sneers at you and just like, whatever.
Cool. I turn around from him, and while my back is turned, I prepare what I have on my character sheet.
I'm just going to do this. We're not saying you're prone, obviously.
The dust of sneezing and choking.
Oh, Jesus
It was
Christ.
a wondrous item that you gifted me. I want to just take the pouch out and let's see. Do I have any water? Yeah. Okay. I assume like I may have had a while we were on our way out. If you don't mind me asking, like, can we tell you what? Let me buy you a round, so that way whatever we have to talk about, we won't be thirsty. I'll even pay the copper for it in retrospect, or silver, just for a pint of ale for the both of us.
I am not
Could I do that?
interested in anything you have to offer me.
Well, good. More for me then. So I got 2 pints. I take a good
Well, where are
swig
you
of
getting the
one.
pints from? You guys are outside.
Never underestimate the power of an alcoholic, Chelsea. No.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. Roll me charisma. If you roll above a 15, I will give it to you. You somehow magically have 2 ales appear out of nowhere.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Oh
Nice.
my god! You produce 2 cups and they are filled with your piss.
Cool. It's fine. I dip my hands in it just to wetten it down, and what I want to do while my back is turned is dip my piss-soaked hands, I guess, in
Oh,
the
gross.
sneezing powder. I know, but keep in mind it's so that it's layered upon my gloves, okay?
Okay.
It's come in handy. Can I do like an intelligence check that, knowing that he's sharkkin, just say like, because I just looked up what sharks' weaknesses are, right? But I don't want to meta it. So can I do like an intelligence check to where I know, okay, he's sharkkin. I would know these are the sensitive areas of him based on the times we would be necking. To
Yeah.
cope.
And you were
loneliness.
able to do that actually with advantage because again, you do know them. It's been a while. You know what? I'll say it's regular. If it's been like 10 years plus, then
Kerchoo, 15.
all right, fair enough. Sorry, what were you asking me for?
It was just to know that with sharks, they have vital physical and biological vulnerabilities, despite being, top ocean hunters. And according to this, their main weak spots include sensitive snouts. I mean, hey, you can smell blood from a mile away. Their eyes, which is why actually when they go to bite, you notice their eyes roll up and get coated in the film. They go black, and their gills.
Well, he's a shark humanoid, so some of those things I would say yes. The sensitive snout, absolutely, especially like when you take a good look at Spanky, like he's got a pointed snout. It's definitely like more like muscular, attributes big. Like there's more to his nose than a human's. Like humans have cartilage. His is like all like cells and stuff, like in tissue, which are very sensitive, like way more sensitive than cartilage.
There's actually a term for it. It's called the ampullae of Lorenzini.
I will say there are limitations, but because he's a humanoid, because he does have a neck, because even if you zoom in, you can see that he's got a neck just like you do.
Yeah.
There's
do got that neck.
He got that thick neck. But I'd say so, and then of course the gills. Like there is that paper.
Yeah.
It is sensitive. Obviously, like you wouldn't be going up and just jamming your fingers up in that gills. Like that is very.
Right.
It's offensive.
Not-
First off. Um,
Oh yeah, very, very. It's intimate, even.
all good. I will say so. The
All
other
right,
thing
I am-
I did want to give to you.
Yes.
Is the fact that sharks do have. You also are aware. You accepted meet them out here. You're trying to gain more upper hands because there's something else that you remember. Sharks have this trait called blood frenzy. They have advantage on melee attacks against injured target. You are an injured target. They injured you.
They did. They did. And putting the pieces together, it's something to where I said, here I thought you were just the impulsive youth, all prone to violence, but it appears you had me at a disadvantage, given my injured status. I can already see it in your eyes, Spanky. Smell the blood. Even
You
though
should know
did
more than
electrical
anybody
damage.
that sharks like to play with their food.
Huh. Well, that does explain the times we shared, didn't it? But tell me, in that case, do you remember that one time where I hung you upside down in the cell and you turned as playful as a kitten? Sorry, old memories. So, I owe you, it seems. It has been some time. 10 years, give or take.
With good behavior.
I can see. And with a bonus, too, given that hand of yours. So, tell me. It's clear we have business to discuss and skeletons to bury. And here I am. I'm showing him with full open hands. I have no blades in my hand, no sling, nothing. Let us equalize. Or let us make do, let us become square. Ah, God, it's so hard being a rogue sometimes. So much
Square.
easier being a bard.
Square, you say.
Yes.
So,
even.
I just want to make sure I understand this. You
Me.
got to walk free for 10 years. And I had to suffer in solidarity with constant beatings, rationed food, and you want to know what would make this fair?
Aside from your hand tattoos, I mean. Because I do like my
That's
life.
a gift to me.
I'm sure.
Art is art.
Was it Percy in Cell Block D that gave you that job? I recognize his style.
No.
No? Oh.
I'll tell you what,
Was
if
it yourself?
you survive this, I'll give you a name.
Oh, I know exactly how I'm going to survive this. That is very clear. Now, whether you also survive, that is to be determined. It's all coming to me now. Yes. The breakout. Yes.
You fucked us.
I did. I cannot deny that. I will tell you plain and
We
true.
were brothers. And he takes a
So
step
are.
closer. You had one job, Fisk, and all of us would have gone free. And you betrayed us.
I know. And not a day goes by that doesn't haunt me.
Oh, haunt you? Oh, you poor thing. Oh, poor little baby. I imagine that your soul must be lit afire. How horrible it was to breathe fresh air and eat whatever you want and do whatever you want.
You have no idea, do you? Of course you don't. I had an out and I made a deal with the devil, Geldrick. I thought it was just simple. Give information, get parole. You would have done the same. Don't lie to me.
Sparks, every now and then, like, sparks do kind of, like, shoot a little bit, like, on, like, in and around his hand. First off, when you say his name, they do go, like, how they are in the picture, how they, like, goes up as, like, high as, like, his elbow, almost his shoulder.
Yeah.
You do kind of see that.
Geldrick's an intimate name. Yeah. I think that was only told in whispers when we shared the same cot that one time after the riot when we barely survived.
When the heat went out, when it got cold.
Hey, prison, it's not like, it's not like what people think where, hey, it's all, you're going to be my little buddy, but it's something to where, you make do to be able to.
Hey, real men snuggle. That's all I'm going to say.
Real men snuggle.
But you were saying, sorry, go ahead.
Fine then. I can show you then the cost. Because it wasn't just a simple tell the information and be on to the parole. No. Spanky, do you know of the penal legions?
Hold on a second.
Oh.
Yeah. He straightens up, narrows his eyes. He goes, "Of course.
Yes.
My people
The
practically
suicide
invented that."
That they did. Well, that was the condition with the warden. Sprung upon me at the last moment. And yet, for the price that I paid of betraying my blood, I gladly paid it. Now, I show this to you, unarmored, the cost of such as I take a 5-foot step advanced, and I begin to take off the cowl, take off the bandages, strip myself bare to the waist to show the scars, the tattoos, the brands, the sigils that they imposed upon me. They made me one of their own. I was naught but meat for a grinder. For 10 years, I had faced suicidal missions that would haunt the nightmares for any. And yet, do you know what helped me persevere day after day until the time came that they felt it was enough that I could enter this parole service for even the modicum of a chance of a new life? This that I see before me as I begin to withdraw from my pouch a small carved wooden figurine, a totem, carefully crafted, whittled even. It was you, Geldrick. I never forgot you, or the others. I wish I could forget what I did and the pain that it caused. But time and time again, I will remember, and time I thought, I hope that in some way and fashion, this man could have a better life than I did. I made the deal with the devil, and I paid my price. What you see before you, this husk of scarred flesh, is but a reminder of the cost of betrayal that I will wear day by day, even if I held party with a cleric whose healing magics could do away with all of these marks, make myself completely new if her healing magics were high enough. Yet I choose to keep these as a reminder. Do what you will, Geldrick, but know that I will walk out of this alive, and I pray to the gods you will too.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. Pineapple juice? Yeah, time to roll a persuasion check. Yeah, which, being a bard... Oh, I'm not a bard.
Like, all your other characters were almost always bards, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh, I'm so used to being, having a +4 from charisma and proficiency and expertise.
Well, you should have known that when you rolled a 2 earlier.
Yeah, but, you roll with it. You roll with it. Oh, sorry, that was advantage.
I'm not even
sorry.
seeing.
I'll just.
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's a nat one.
I know. Can I accidentally rolled an advantage on that. I don't know. Can I just do a normal roll?
Do you
I
have
mean,
an inspiration
I know that
die?
was. Yeah.
Would it be
I do.
fair? I'm going to ignore
Yeah,
that completely, and you may, but I do require the inspiration die.
Yeah. Fine. You may have it.
Spanky
But please.
stares at you with expressionless, and finally, slowly reaches up, grabs the. I know you held up a wooden figure, but I don't think you said what it was.
I'll let you decide on that because I feel like since it means so much to Spanky, I mean I like Geldrick, but Spanky, sure. Spank the monkey. It's just the fact that he had one hand out of the bunch that was electric, so it's like, oh, guess which one's my favorite hand?
Take my strong hand.
Yeah.
You know what? It's a carved sand dollar.
Okay.
Because it's pretty thin.
carved.
It's something that you can make kind of small, and you can make it like the size of a coin. So I'm going to say it's a carved sand dollar, and but it's made from a very specific kind of driftwood that you can only find in certain regions and certain waters, which is why it's so quote unquote rare. Like it's not a rare substance, but you have to travel very far for that kind of wood.
Right.
And it's
yet
safe in the
you
water.
can
Like it's
see-
water absorbent, but it doesn't get affected. It doesn't crack over time or anything. So it means that when he goes into the water, it doesn't get affected.
Exactly, and you can see that even then, I would say I kept it precious. I wanted to make sure that it was not able to be damaged by even the elements in any way. So if anything, it looks the exact same as it was when he first gifted that to me. In which
And
case, I got a
you-
deception check lined up for that explanation. But
Fair enough.
otherwise, it is to show him that this man that he saw in jail is. I mean, I'll let you picture it himself because this guy.
I just wanted to make sure.
For what Fisk looks like, he looks like scarred hamburger meat. Honest to God, there is not a single inch of him that isn't marred by mark, scar, welt, brand, tattoo. He is literally like a tapestry of his sins. Almost inhumane in a way. And of course, there is the big brand in his heart that is in the shape of a skull with drops of blood around it that the Inquisition definitely wanted to make sure was never concealed or obscured. They wanted to make sure that I knew where I lay my lot with back in those banditry days, if that makes sense.
Yeah, he's got the coin.
Yeah.
He looks at you.
Couldn't see more.
Is there any mark on your body that he would be aware of that you also like hate? Whether it be like a brand.
It would be that brand of
The one on his
Cult of
heart?
Baal. The one on my heart. Which is, like I said, skull, teardrops of blood around it, knives. That's the Cult of Baal. That's what my bandit leader decided to Hail Mary pass, fall upon when times were tough. And that's when
What's your
things
second?
started to change.
What's your second?
Oh, my second one? Second one.
It could be a brand, a burn mark, or a tattoo. You choose.
Honestly, it would probably be like the bar. Like, honestly, they were getting at me with a cat of nine tails. So on my back is like absolute layers of like 9 strikes on 9 strikes on 9 strikes. Like crisscross. Across the back. It is just nothing but chewed up scar tissue that can be seen. And perhaps he may even recognize, the mark by the Inquisitors that apply it, because they do so in a manner where it's laced with oil, that it takes time to heal, that it's non-coagulant, so the blood flows freely, and thus the humors are cleansed. So the Inquisitor said, and I believed them.
So in this moment, two things. They look at the coin. They stare deadpanned at kind of at you. They move closer, like you're just like. I hate to phrase it this way, but like almost kissing.
Yeah, intimate distance.
Intimate distance. Hard staring
like
you down. One hand.
When you see two UFC fighters square up at each other and they're like so close.
Yeah. You out of the corner of your eye, you can hear the sparks, but for some odd reason, you can't see them. And then suddenly, you do feel the touch of his hand on your back, and it's not painful. It also doesn't feel great. It's like a really uncomfortable feeling, and somehow you can feel the skin on your back heal. And in that moment, he says, "That is the last kindness I can offer you." And he turns around and walks away. He takes 2 steps, drops the wooden coin, and then keeps walking.
More than I can ever deserve, Eldrick.
I'm
Wait.
sorry. Hold on. Hold on. Oh dear.
Wait,
hold on.
he says while biting his lip.
I'm sorry. He turns and just it's kind of meant to be a warning shot, but it does hit you. But it's only going to do 1 point of damage. He does like sear a small. After healing your back, he puts another mark on your body, on your
By
arm.
all means.
But you know what? I'll tell you what. He aimed it at the heart, and it ruined the tattoo that's on the heart.
What have you done?
Last time.
Well, I'm saying,
Don't call me Keldrick. And he proceeds to vanish into the night. Which is not really night because it's not nighttime.
right. Fare thee well, Spanky. I hope we can meet again in better times. And then I go over to the corner and I just let loose all the cool I stored up just to go, man, that could have gone south so fast.
Are you vomiting? I can't. So the mic is drowning you out to make sure that like you're not blasting my ears. Are you yelling, vomiting, or breathing really hard?
I'm just breathing really hard.
Okay, I was trying to figure out.
I
thought you
after
were
he's
vomiting.
well and out of earshot, and I'm looking all cool and stoic, and I bear the scorch upon the tattoo. Where
Yeah.
By all accounts, we're even more or less. I really don't want to meet again, but if we do, we'll see. But that's where it's like, yeah, more than I deserve. Fairly well. And once he's out of earshot, oh my god, that could have gone south so fast. Holy shit.
So I think that's a good time to deposit on our friend Fisk and head on back over inside the tavern. Val, back to you. So the maiden has fallen over, and you make me another perception check. Actually, Red.
12.
12. Yeah, that's enough to see. These 2 guys over here. One of them is now closer to the bar, and the other one looks like he's making his way towards you, but slowly. He is a dwarf. Like I said, he looks familiar. He looks like he's been on a wanted poster. He is a dwarf. He is very much decked out in a lot of artillery, and he seems to have kind of like this almost like a bracelet, and on it there seems to be like these different rocks with carvings in them.
I'm guessing it's a religious item or it's a magic item, based off of that description. Like how close would you say he is from me?
Hold on, I actually gotta also make him a little smaller. I did this just to kind of. He's now, legit like a 5-foot distance away, and he slams some silver onto the counter and just goes, "Wench, ale!" And she quickly scurries over and brings him a ale, which he downs quite fast. He slams more onto the counter, which is clearly more than what he did a moment ago, and she puts 2 on. And she puts down 2 ales. And he slides one to you.
You know, I'll pick up the ale. And
Yeah.
I'll drink it. I give him a little, like, nod to him.
What, pray tell, do you do around these parts?
I owe a friend a favor from a long time ago. And I'm repaying it now.
You got a name?
People call me Val.
His face kind of, like, darkens a little bit while he downs his ale. I didn't ask for a fucking date, sweetheart. I asked for a name.
The name of what?
Oh, we're playing a jar rock bug right now, are we?
How are you finding the time to send over all these meeting notes?
I got a secret.
Listen, if you want to pull on the scrote, I ain't going to be messing with ye, but I'm telling you now, give me the name.
What name do you want?
He throws more money onto the counter. She gives 2 ales, and before he gives yours to you again, he does a good old hawk tua into it, and then slides it at you.
Yeah, I'm honestly fucking confused.
So when you say, I'm here to meet somebody, and he says, "Do you have a name?"
I said I'm here to meet someone. I said I'm here because of a friend.
He's looking for the name of your friend. Yeah, it's just basically when he was like saying name, he was saying like name the friend. He wants to know the affiliate, and then you just told him your name, and then he asked you again, and you said your name again, so he knows you're not telling him the name of your associate. You're kind of withholding that information, and he's getting frustrated by it. So now that he's angry, he's gone ahead and spit in an ale that he bought for you, and he's expecting you to drink it.
You know what? Just because the fact that I don't take poison damage, I'm gonna fucking chug the drink. And I'm just staring him in the eyes and be like,
Oh, that's good.
um,
But he is very taken aback that you downed his spit drink.
Mama didn't raise no bitch!
So he's actually impressed now, and he goes back to kind of looking, like I said, he goes to looking impressed with you, and it's just like, oh, look in here, friend. I can't just guess the name, so I need you to go ahead and tell me the name of your associate.
Can I roll deception to see if I know if this dude's like trying to use like, is it like bad if I tell him this?
Oh, you could use an insight check. Deception is if you want to deceive somebody.
Fuck, I'll do insight to see how this rolls out.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what is that? Oh, it's an 8.
8.
Fuck!
You think it's a perfectly good idea to
How
tell
are
him.
you finding the time to send over all these meeting notes?
I got a secret.
What's the captain's name we're looking for? I forget how you.
They never told you. You don't know his name.
So just short leg fin guy, short pig leg.
What'd you say? I didn't hear you.
Dark head peg leg guy. Captain.
Captain Peg-a-Leg Shark Man.
So Gunnar.
Gunnar.
Honey.
He has a very interested look on his face. Oh, you don't say. And where be it, old Gunnar, tonight?
I do not. Fuck, I did a contraction. No, I didn't. I do not know. I am to meet him here.
Well, I
Like
appreciate
my
that.
ass off.
It was interesting. You have a good rest of your night. And he kind of backs up towards his associate that was over here. And they kind of begin to whisper to each other.
What'd you do?
I don't like this anymore.
What'd you do?
Which is a great time.
God.
Which is a great time to swap over to Witchy. Well, with that, Witchy, when you can, you started to walk down the stairs, met eyes with a familiar-looking crocodile humanoid. And they are staring you down. Val just walked right past him, didn't say or do anything because they didn't really notice anything. He's just like, oh, must be a friend of Seraphina's, and just continued to make their way.
So I've come up with a thing, and if it's okay with you, Rick is gonna be her ex.
Ooh.
They had a fling, and his brother. She slept with him by accident because they're twins. How's that?
Ooh.
Well,
Like I did.
was it really by accident, or was it Seraphina by accident, which means you were interested and it just kind of got you on the right day?
Yes.
Just yes.
Yes.
Yes. I mean,
How are you finding
proceed.
the time to send over all these meeting notes?
I got a secret.
Do you approach him? Because he is staring at you. He's just standing there, kind of like starting to do. You see how he's posed right now? He's doing that exact pose, but he's doing like the finger wiggle on his arms. Like one finger goes up, the other's like slowly one right after another, returning to that spot. That kind of aspect. Kind of the finger tapping rhythmic on his arm.
Yeah. She does feel guilty about it. So she kind of gets like this look on her face before trying to like kind of smile as she walks up to him.
Stop.
And she just like looks up at him and says, "Oh, hey Rick, fancy seeing you here."
You have a lot of fucking nerve, Seraphina.
I'm here with Party, and we're just trying to find Gunnar.
You should know better than to come onto my turf. But then again, knowing boundaries was never something you were really good at, was it?
Oh shit! Oh wait, where the popcorn? Wait a minute.
Seraphina, there's a flash. Like a flash of annoyance kind of in her eyes as her arms fold over her breast.
Which I will make a note of right there, that he does kind of quickly glance down, and there is just an ever, familiar look of interest. But he's trying not to look.
She cocks her head. Boundaries? Excuse me? It wasn't me who decided to have
How are
my
you finding the time
identical
to send over all
twin
these meeting notes?
I got
make a
secret.
gamble on my own fucking girlfriend. So they made a bet, and his identical twin pretended to be him and slept with her. And now he was pissed off at her because she slept with him without knowing it was him. Yeah. I've got a thing going in my head. Let's go. We got this.
On this episode of Guiding Light.
His mouth kind of like snaps open a little bit, kind of like in that terrifying way that they do, in real life. It's just that like their tongue kind of moves forward a little bit, and then like the way that their jaw kind of unhinges very rapidly. It is very scary, and he is trying to intimidate you. Actually, let me actually see here. Let me roll his intimidation. Fair enough.
I'm about to say, you can't be a dead person. Never mind.
I mean, he rolled.
I mean,
He rolled
a dangerous individual.
All right, so if that's the case, it's an 11 total.
Okay. I was just joking about the disadvantage thing, so.
Oh, well, it is what it is now. I get it because it's like, when you see somebody naked, you no longer respect them. He very rapidly strikes out one of his arms, grabs your wrist, and kind of yanks your arm upward. And it is a very, it's kind of familiar in the sense of he was very quick to anger. It's kind of, honestly, I'd even say maybe it was one of the things you kind of liked about him because of the esque of danger. He's just very, very quick to temperament.
Okay.
And just kind of shut your fucking mouth.
You know, the last time you did this to me, I was at least pinned up against the wall.
And it's with that, you guys have started to draw attention now. At this point as well is when you also would have heard the bar maiden fall back, because that's what happened. She did trip over a barrel from Vale, and now that dwarf is now talking with Vale. Most other people are now
How are you
looking
finding the
in
time
the
to send
area,
over all these
including
meetings?
and now approaching over is the familiar twin.
Okay.
Who settles his hands on his brother's shoulder, and his voice, it's gruff, but at the same time, it's somehow kind of like a charming smoothness. When he can act like his brother, he basically in that moment when he did that bet with you, he did change his voice to make it sound exactly like his brother's. But in this, normally his voice is kind of more smoother. I just wanted to give that picturesque because otherwise, they do look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. I think we're done with bitches for tonight, wouldn't you say?
Serafina looks him up and down. She smirks. She goes, yes, the one bitch that got away and took it all from you.
Rick, kind of snarls and throws you backwards. Would you mind making me a dexterity check just to see if you stay standing?
Oh yeah, I'm standing. I got 18.
Okay. Yeah, you throws you back, trying to make you lose your balance. But you, in traditional Serafina fashion, instead of stumbling or anything, tell me, would you like to make it a little kind of fun twirl? Would you like to kind of do almost like a mini dance on the spot? How would you like that? How would you like to season the fact that it doesn't
he lets go of her wrist, trying to push her back, she kind of sachets, and her tails slide up her legs a little, kind of cushioning her as she it looks like a half stumble, but she kind of turns it into a teasing session. Her hands, she's trying to secretly rub her wrist because his grip was a little strong. So as she's rubbing her arm, she's rubbing her hands along her stomach and her hips.
Make me a performance check.
Just checking on her.
How are you finding the time
wrist.
to send over all these meeting notes?
I know it's not necessarily unintended, but
it was 11.
11.
Damn.
It's it's enough to gain a couple of chuckles from the. I was trying to see if anybody kind of is whoa, but more or less they're intrigued, and they definitely there seems to be an air of respect and a little bit of smugness against the Crocodile Brothers, which only infuriates Rick more.
Okay. Her ears flick because she's only talking back how she is because she's annoyed with how he approached her and was talking to her and talking about boundaries when they are the ones that had tricked her and everything else. And she she feels she's been taken advantage of by them because of that. So she, of course, you know, just up and left without a word. Back then. So like they see her ears twitch. Her eyes still have that annoyance in it as her arms refold over her chest as she looks at Rick. And she goes, yeah, why don't you listen to your brother for once and head on home like a good little boy?
He sneers at you and just like kind of pushes his brother back and just says, we'll leave this wailing trash dog to her tedious devices. And just as a, you know, general reference, trash dogs are a kind of like a not a trash panda.
Trash panda.
That's more of like a raccoon, but foxes are called trash dogs. So
Yes.
if anybody, I was gonna say, so the wailing is he's trying to make a jab, like is kind of like a slight against your noises in the sack, and the trash dog is against the fox piece to you.
Check. She looks at him after his comment and everything else. She goes, well, at least
How are you
your brother
finding the
had
time
more
to
to
send
show
over all these meeting
and can
notes?
actually
I got a
make me
secret.
scream before she walks away.
Ooh. And he kind of like turns to lunge his brother, like is grabbing him back, and he's like like kind of like half yelling, snarling, but not really making sense about being good at foreplay.
His foreplay sucked. His brother was better. So, and bigger.
But his brother just like kind of like drags him back, and they just kind of like get closer like this way. He guides his brother towards this back area. There's another door over here, and they both disappear behind it.
Okay. Any more exes of Seraphinas in here?
Not necessarily. I wouldn't. I mean, I'll leave it up to you if you want to say X's. You do see a couple of people, who you haven't personally entertained, but have definitely made their wares at the at your church.
Okay.
Just pull a couple of people in here too. I want there to be a few more characters. Other than that, though, you know, nobody who's really recognizable. More just like a, you know, like I said, there's a couple of ne'er-do-wells, if you would.
But she wants to keep an eye on Val too, since he just drank something with a fucking loogie in it. So she's gonna head over to him and like grab his arm and kind of. So you know how like a child pulls on like their parents' arm trying to get their attention, like with both hands looking up at them like needingly and expectantly.
Well, I know
That's what
Red made the
Seraphine
joke
does.
earlier about like the slapping.
But Seraphina's gonna go up. She's gonna grab his arm and kind of like pull him a little bit to try to get his attention. Hey, we should probably find everybody else.
I'm gonna do what she says, what she wants to do.
Okay.
I'll follow her wherever she goes.
Okay.
So once she gets his attention, she kind of points towards the door, and she repeats, "We need to find Eridan. We need to find the others."
How are you finding the time to send over all these meeting notes?
Yes, I got a secret.
So she like carefully takes his like hand and like starts leading him towards the door.
Okay.
To kind of like, yeah, they're heading towards the door now.
Okay. Switching it back over to Eridan. They, as you're, you know, kind of sitting there, and one brother's pissed off, the other one now opens up the wardrobe cabinet-like thing. And it is filled with all sorts of beautiful, shiny, some rusty, some covered in delicious dried blood, weapons and instruments of absolute savagery and torture. And
I wasn't here. Does he recognize those two
no.
as her exes?
Well, those are not the two that are downstairs. These are another two individuals.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
And what the one who didn't get who didn't fall on the ground and spit on your face. He is like a kid in a candy shop. Like, he loves doing this. He's just like, ooh, yes, now this one. Oh, I haven't used this one lately. Oh, this is going to be fun. And he's just, like, plucking, like, individual tools and, like, putting them down. Picks up, like, different saws and, like, you know, eyeing them and then, like, making sure he's always picking the ones that are, like, way rustier and duller. Like, he's an absolute, like, fiend fetish for torture. You can tell this guy absolutely loves it. And the other guy who spit on you is just kind of pacing and walking back and forth, like looking at his associate, then looking at you, and then continue to pace.
I'm trying to think of my options. You know what? I'm already in the cherry. Nothing much I can do. I kind of look at him and grin and go, "Hey, we have stuff like that at the village I was from. If you're going to hurt me, at least grab the prongs up there with the spikes on the tip. Those hurt really good. I want to grab that saw. The teeth are too close together to cut through bone. It'll put too much work on your arm."
Why
It just kind of smile at him.
Tips, dumbass.
Huh?
Why the f are you giving them tips, dumbass?
You know what? Aridin, make me a charisma check.
I gotta see this shit.
I know, me too.
He got a 7.
You got a 7. Well, first off, that's a save, not a technical. Is your
Oh shit!
no, yeah. What's your
wait.
regular charisma? Does it also have a +1?
No, hold on. I hit the wrong one.
Well, no, we're gonna keep the roll. We're just gonna add depending on. Okay.
Oh, no!
he got it. He got a 6.
No, you don't get to do that. 6 plus 3. 6 plus 3. You get a 9. You get a 9.
Damn it!
Yeah.
You know what?
remember
I'll tell you
the
what.
difference between saves and checks.
I'll tell you what. The save is gonna go to the pacing guy, but the check is gonna go to the one that you're talking to. The one that is pulling the instruments of torture down. And he looks at he like points at one, like, oh, this one right here. Oh yes, it's so delicious. Yes, it's perfect. You're gonna be so fun. I love you. I'm so sorry that oh my god, I want to be your best friend now. I bet you know a lot of great ways to torture. Oh, so delightful. He is loving your energy. And the other one is getting more and more pissed off that you are helping his friend. Just like, the fuck, man? Stop, like, just grab the shit and let's torture him already. But the other one's, like, just absolutely adoring how much you're helping. Do you have any other suggestions? I mean, your suggestions are already so good. I love your enthusiasm. I love it. It's beautiful. What would you suggest? What else should I grab?
Oh, that'd be enough, but it should be more intimate. You know what I'm saying? Torture is between the victim and the torturer. Do you really need an audience? I mean, look at that guy. He obviously doesn't respect the art.
Oh shit.
No personal bonding time? I thought we had a connection.
Right?
Oh god, you know what's so funny though is I agree with you. You are absolutely right. But the thing of it is I'm more into group play, and with that you hear the stone arch as two crocodile men step into the area.
Oh shit, Rick. Hi, Rick. Oh, it's the smaller brother. Hi, smaller brother.
Ralph.
Rick is the smaller brother.
Oh,
Ralph
like,
is
oh, it's
bigger.
Rick. And
So Rick is the one she dated. Ralph is the one that she cheated.
Oh, shit. Not Rick. Hi, not Rick. Yes.
I know, Rick.
Shit. Not
not
Rick.
not Rick grins at you. Oh, it's the
No,
little
not-
fucker. I remember you. What's up, bro?
Not Rick
What's
was the
up?
one that was better in bed.
Yeah, I'm kind of.
Interesting situation you're in there, Aridin.
You know me, my mouth. I get in these situations. It remind me of that one time y'all told me to go to Waterham or wherever the hell that place is. But yeah, here we are. How you guys doing? You see Serafina?
With that, Rick punches one of the side boxes that's right there. Glass shatters, and really nice smelling wine pours onto the floor. He pulls his hands out, and despite the fact that there's like little shards of glass in it, because their scales are kind of hard to pierce. Like they don't wear armor because their scales are so like thick and what have you. It kind of is their armor already. Even though he pulls it out with some glass bits in it, he just kind of shakes his hands as they fall off with no cuts.
Still a soft spot, huh?
Yes, we saw her.
Uh,
I think you
Can you guys, can you guys kind of tell her I'm down here or help a brother out, or just sit back and enjoy the show. Your choice. But not Rick will enjoy the show a whole lot better than you would. This is not your thing.
And Rick is just leans down to you and says, "We are the show."
Oh damn, he gonna take that booty hole.
Well, if you're the first act, I can't wait for the second. Just smile at him.
He smiles back at you and then proceeds to punch you right in the gut.
Yep, just like Serafina said. Kind of light in the hands there, fella.
You are going to take 5 points of damage.
Damn, he's feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? And the one on the side, hey now, ho, let's not get the party started without my tools.
He's way too happy about that.
And he quickly like closes up the cabinets and wheels it over, and he looks, he goes, "So I can already tell you're going to be my favorite, so I'm going to let be nice. Which one would you like me to start with?"
So many good choices.
Oh, I told you, he's
But I've
my
heard
favorite. He's my favorite.
From one of my friends back at the village, they always say you start off with stuff that's small and work your way up to build up that anticipation. That when the blood first starts shedding. So if I was you, I would start with that pen right there. That pen, yes, that one. That spike right there. I would take it and I would shove it in my left hand, not my right hand, because that's my dominant hand. You're going to want to save that hand for later, but you're going to want to shove it in my left hand.
The other guy's at the such good advice, and he's like looking down at it, and he's trying to looks like he's like trying to decide something to do with it, and that is when Rick yanks it out of his hand and thrusts it into yours.
Oh damn.
For another 4 piercing damage.
Oh God! Oh yeah, that's I heard that's the deepest you've been in anything. And then I'm gonna look at the torturer guy and go,
Rick.
"You gonna let him steal our moment?" I'm gonna look at the other torturer guy, Rick, the one that stole me. I'm just gonna look at him,
right.
Oh, fuck. You gonna let him steal our moment? You gonna let this steal our moment? I mean, I heard his pecker is smaller than his needle, and you gonna let him come between this? I mean, I heard you like juice, but this is just pathetic.
He smiles at you, leans forward, puts his like lips really uncomfortably close to your ear, and you hear like a pop, like a bottle being opened, and he
This
just goes,
motherfucker bite my ear.
"What?"
Oh no, I was talking to myself. I said, "This D just bites my ear."
um, and he just goes, "It puts the lotion on its skin," and you feel a cool
Or
liquid
else
go.
it gets the hose again.
And you feel a cool liquid go over your wound, and you literally feel your skin kind of, and even some of your muscles kind of being eaten as this like acid-based formula is poured onto you. Now, it doesn't cause any damage, so to speak. Like you're not going to take any more physical damage, but it is meant so that you feel anguish and pain. Even like it's a torturous fluid. There's no physical damage, but it is all like sensory damage.
Okay,
So this hurts a
I
lot.
hit him with the.
This hurts a lot.
Oh fuck! Did you just use Dorman fire? Oh shit! God damn it! Oh! You see that, Rick? This is how you hurt people. Not Rick knows. Oh fuck! Oh shit!
Oh, I told you he was going to be a favorite.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna leave Rick with emotional scars.
There, so after like a little bit more of like, kind of like that back and forth, just kind of like the poking at, they're not causing any more additional wounds and they're not causing any more additional damage. But right now they are focused on just making stuff hurt. This continues on for like probably like another minute or two. And finally, they kind of stop and they pull back. Not Rick lights up a cigarette, just kind of like goes and stands over to the corner, whatever, just having a breather. The torturer dude, we'll call him Funzo. Funzo just kind of goes and he's like, "Oh, we'll be right back." Kind of just goes over and is like inspecting some of the blades and like polishing them almost, so to speak, a little bit. Some of them he is taking that same liquid and he's just like dipping them in to that liquid so that when they do eventually stab you with them, there will be even more pain. And Rick just kind of stares you down. Aridin, you're the last person I thought who would be caught up in this situation.
Oh, you supposed to use that last. You and me both. But strong drinks, old wrinkly man. I've been corrupted by Serafina, but it's okay. It's okay. We ball here. We ball.
He looks really confused. The fuck are you talking about?
Oh, it's delusions from the northern fire you poured on me. It's messing with my head. But what situation? Are you talking about this situation, or the Serafina situation, or not Rick and Serafina situation? Kind of kabobbled from all the pain. So you got to be clear.
You're welcome.
Rick.
He slaps you using a little bit of his claws. You are going to take 1 point of slashing damage, and he's just like and just roars out, "Enough of the games!
You're welcome.
Where is the shipment?"
The shipment? You stabbed me in the hand. Your feelings was hurt over the ship. What shipment? We're looking for a shipment of cigars, a shipment of grapes, a shipment of cabbages, but I would not touch those cabbages. That guy is very mean.
We're getting tired of these games, Aridin. You and that whore and several others have been wandering the docks asking about a shipment. We need to know where you put it.
Rick, you're really not the smart one. I don't know where the shipment is. The shipment, the only details we got on the shipment is with my big, angry, heavy armored friend. Okay, the one that was with us and she was watching us on the dock, the big, heavy armored guy. He got the information about the shipment. I'm just here to get laid and to find a
I think you
snack.
sold out.
I think so.
Wow.
Seraphina's got it.
He looks over at his brother and kind of gives a nod, and this causes not Rick to walk to walk out of the area. As he is walking out of the area and rounding this corner, a familiar fox lady and tall statuesque gentleman come down the stairs. Two things happen as you put your clothes back on, you gather your wits, you're getting ready, essentially. You're like, okay, I need to get down to the basement. That just happened. So during this whole time, you've heard, some of the ruckus and noise. Things seem to have calmed down on the main floor. Up
Right.
above, there is some, and that's probably where some of the lighting came from as well. Up above, kind of towards like the roof, there seems to be like an open rooftop aspect. So there's another floor, and then there's an open rooftop, and on the rooftop, you suddenly like down it casts like just like perfect like kind of lighting is the shadow of a captain's hat and kind of a familiar looking silhouette, a silhouette that is very similar to a shark humanoid.
Following fucking.
So you see the silhouette, and
I
if
see the
that
silhouette.
you see a silhouette. You see a shark-like, because you can't see, like it's kind of darkened, if you would, like the way that they're facing and everything. And if that's not
Right.
enough, you also hear a captain, and this figure turns and seems to leave the shadowy bit from view. Simultaneously, two men come out from. It kind of seems from out of nowhere. When you kind of second glance, it's almost like a very well hidden cellar entrance. And one of them is walking over to kind of like a dirtier barrel of water, and just like starts like washing their hands. And the one guy's like, "Geez, you didn't have to hit him against the wall so hard." Well, that little monk shit wouldn't shut the hell up. What do you think the boss is going to do with him? I don't know, but I know he definitely wants to find out where the hell why the hell he's sticking his nose in about that special order that came in off the badge.
I'd like to continue listening in. I want to listen into these two people.
Oh yeah, they don't see you. They murmur a bit more just about like some of their stuff. Oh, did you see the tits on the giant horse dancer? Like some other kind of like stupid things. And then like
Yeah.
But then as the one finishes like kind of washing the blood off his arms, then the smaller one says, "So how long do you think it'll take the Croc Bros to break him?" Well, they'll definitely break his bones before they break anything else. That's funny. All right, let's go see if they kill him. And they proceed to head back inside as this like kind of again like stone-esque kind of like doorway closes over where they entered.
Okay, I'll begin to shadow them. I'll shadow them, but in a manner that suggests that I'm just some drunken vagrant, in case they turn around and see me.
Well, they already went down. They
already went down. Okay.
They already went down.
One must commit to the bit. As I take my hip flask. I must portray myself as a drunken man. Method acting, go!
So you can make either a wisdom check or a investigation check with advantage.
I'll take the investigation check with advantage, please. And thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Nice.
That is a 17 rolled,
Yep.
20 total. Oh, right. As you can see now.
Yeah, I know. But you can still announce it if you want. But
I know, yeah.
So
it shows hubris.
So, well, first off, these guys are definitely talking about your monk friend, Aridin, and the fact that he was washing the blood off and talked about nearly killing him, and that 2 other guys are going to beat the shit out of him probably until he's dead. A bit concerning.
Well, I muttered to myself, they say... actually, this is going to be in an entirely different accent, so I'm going to say, they say, dead men tell no tales, but in my line of work, dead men lay no blows.
So, you have options here. You
Yes, I
can
do.
head to the basement. You also possibly have a tail lead on this this captain that you're searching for. So what comes first, the mission or your friends?
My friends.
Your friends, all right. Absolutely.
Not this time. I will choose different. So I'm going for friends. I want
Go for friends. So you head back inside. You go up to the door, and so you go up to the door. What do you do when you get to the door?
I've got within my thieves' tools. Thieves' tool seems like such a generic term because you think it's just lock picks, but I feel like it's so many of these little odds and ends for thievery, including one which is like a little small mirror on a small rod. I just want to I don't know if the door has any underside that I can peek it under just so that I can see what's on the other side. I'm trying to at least look before I leap here,
There is no room between and it looks like it's been specifically built to prevent peeping.
Exactly. Good. As they should.
And there's no handle on your side.
No handle. Okay. Can I recall at least how they engaged with this door?
You guys are out.
Open?
Yeah, you were so focused on
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you wouldn't have been able to see it. You might have heard some murmuring. I'll tell you. Let me think. What would that be? I guess it's just perception. Roll me perception at disadvantage. Perception at disadvantage, and see if you were able to hear exactly what happened.
Perception at disadvantage. That's not too bad. 14.
God damn. All right. All right. Yeah. So.
God dang.
You heard them knock, and then you heard some voices, and then the door opened. You didn't hear exactly what they said word for word or any of that shit, but
I can piece it together.
But you can piece it together. Oh, and before you go downstairs, there's one more thing.
Oh.
You feel some familiar feet upon your forehead.
Wait. Before I went in, can I say the thing?
Oh,
Can
yeah.
I say the thing?
Say the thing.
I know it's not Friday, but I'll have the fish fry today.
And with that, the door opens, and a very kind of not super happy looking, super buffed orc is standing on the other side.
Hello, Chief.
Come in.
Well, I'm hungry. Is there a fish fry?
Get your ass in here.
Proceeding, sir. Sorry, that's our common thing we would say to our drill instructors and stuff. Proceeding, ma'am. Proceeding, sir.
And as you begin through the doorway, Corvy, who had landed on your head. Yeah. I know it's not Friday, but I'll have the fish fry.
Well said, little one. Come here. I take him and I just scoop him up. It's I'm glad you're okay. Thank you. Thank you for helping my friends. You're a good boy.
I drink beer.
That you do. And I couldn't help but notice you took a shine to a particular person of the party, that fox lady. What do you make of her?
Massive tits.
I'm telepathic. Yeah, well, it's telepathic, but sure, we'll go over simple words. Ass and tits. Yes, she does have quite the assets, but it seemed, Come on, I could see through your perspective. You were quite comfy between bosoms. What do you think, Corvey? She's someone we could trust?
And Corvey just kind of pats around on your shoulder and nuzzles his head underneath your chin.
No final words said, my faithful friend. No final words said. Good. Well, let us press on then. Are they safe? Are they all right?
Who are you asking?
Corby.
Corby's been in the tavern.
Oh, okay. So he swooped down, gave him the passcode. They went in. He stayed. I come in. He swooped in.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, he stayed.
Gotcha.
He stayed closer to his person. Like it's, if
Okay.
he had a choice, it's always going to be you. So at you do that with Corby, so you're kind of at so when you first off, by the way, when you walk in, so like I said, there's this massive orc. He's clearly there to be like a bodyguard and what have you. The way that the door opens in is there is basically almost like an insert into the wall, and it's purposely there so that this guard can kind of back up and open the door fully. I just wanted to kind of make that point, but also enough that they can get around the door and quickly take care of things if need be. The stairs go downwards first, like, kind of like a half flight, like a 4 or 5. You know how my house is, that stairway? You have a couple that go down, and then there's like a little platform, and then you go down a couple more. It's exactly like that. And as you round the corner, that is when you actually see Val and Serafina heading into this back area. There's some people who are kind of like talking about, there's some whispering going on about, oh, did you hear what happened? Oh my God, like, wow, I can't believe that Fox chick banged both of them. Oh, Jesus. So there's some whisperings go up and about. Make me a perception check real quick.
Yeah, we'll do. Again, I feel like for what could help meld with this is that for whatever I'm doing is like in the shadows.
Letting you know, so why I'm giving you the opportunity here is that they literally just went through, sorry, let me grab my marker. They went through this door. So you choose what you want to do. If you want to try to just pretend you don't know them, but there is going to be one last thing. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to, if there is anything you wanted to do, talk to somebody, ask a question, or even just go up to the bar real quick, you can.
The perception check, right?
Yes, there was a reason why I asked if you want to do a perception check.
Yes, I do. Oh, right. I thought that was a 9. Well, it's 10. So, middle of the road.
Yeah, middle of the road. The biggest thing you can kind of notice is these guys over here. So like I said, the stairs over here. This is where you saw Val and Serafina go down.
Yeah.
Definitely for passive, these people over here are like kind of pointing towards where they entered. Like, it's the fact that your friends, like, these guys seem very noticing of your friends. That probably might be a little bit of concern to you. Like I said, in this moment, you have a choice. You can immediately go to follow them, or you can go ahead and have like a round to do something in here. But that's why I was curious if you wanted to do anything. You want to talk with them?
I'm going to talk with them. I'm taking a seat by the bar saying, oh, hey, and the song keeps going. Hey, how are y'all, gents? I'm trying to, I don't know if I have to roll
The dwarf looks at you bewildered, and it's just like, who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck am I? I'm sitting in a bar stool, and I'm offering drinks to 2 people who seem worthy of such.
Oh, fuck yeah, friend!
Right? Am I right?
Huzzah!
What's your poison?
The ale!
3 ales, actually. 1 and then 2. Okay. 5 ales. 2 for my dwarven compatriot over here, and 2 for his saurian friend to his right.
Ugh, this man has got my heart. And he He like slams on the table, and this beautiful maiden does go ahead and immediately make and pluck down. It's like, you wouldn't prefer a bit of dwarvish spice in that drink, eh?
Double up on all the rounds, my lady. What do I owe you? A platinum? You never say that. That's stupid.
She raises her eyebrows.
Goes for this. Platinum? Yes. Wow, it exactly covers the platinum. No.
Yes.
How
Yeah.
much? Sorry. Let me redo that. I'm sorry. How much, me darling?
About 5 shilling it is.
Shilling. Is that silver?
Copper.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be cool, Miss Barkeep. I really don't know what I'm doing. Can you please explain it to me? I will whisper it to her over the counter.
Just plunk down what you think you owe.
Well, yeah, got it. All right. I'll It sounds like 5 shillings. Sounds like it's like silver. Would you say?
I'll take it.
So 5 silver. Well, I'm gonna give him I'm gonna give her a gold piece because that is 10 silver. So I basically just tipped at like 100%.
Yeah, you did. She smiles wide and it's just like, this is a good night for me. I got some gold from that other gent, got some gold from you. What a good night this is.
Keep it coming, love, and you'll be as rich as kings.
And she does like a kind of like a gracious bow forward. She's definitely showing off the girls.
Absolutely.
Anything else for you, love?
Oh, give us some bangers and mash. We be hungry and we're going to be chewing the fat for a while. Mates, here's your name. I'm, Geldrick.
Make me deception with advantage. Motherfucker.
Yay, 6!
Wow. Oh, honey.
Did I say Geldrick? I meant Cedric. I'm a little drunk. What happened?
So, as they start to introduce themselves to you, and the maiden is bringing out some plates of delicious food, something with your passive does catch your eye. And it's this gentleman over here. So that was something I meant to mention before. I apologize. Like I said, the rest of the room, they're all like kind of, talking. This gentleman's by himself. Yep, that one right there. He's by himself, and he just seems to be. Even though it's a lit area, somehow it's almost like he's melded into the darkness, and suddenly he stands up, and almost like a shadow, kind of rapidly goes through the door that your friends just went through.
I see. Okay. Taking a note. I'd like to continue saying, gents, a toast, if you don't mind. I'm sorry I bungled up on who I am. I'm honestly that sauced. I just met the
I've had one of those nights myself.
Right! I just met the loveliest woman I ever done seen. Hair that's kissed by fire. She seems to be one of those fox-type ladies with a tail that furls that I can't tell if there's 3 or 5 or 9. Have you ever encountered a woman like that before, mates?
Their smiles instantly drop, their brows furrow, and so you're with the dead men, eh?
Dead men tell no tales, so I don't think I can say much. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm dead.
Listen, we don't want nothing to do with your lot. You can take your drinks and sod off.
I'm just saying I saw her in the harbor. She was flashing her tits to the guards. And are you saying because I looked at her tits that suddenly I can't drink with you lads? I don't understand.
Listen,
I say with
we don't.
exaggerated slur.
Ugh, we don't want no business with them. You know what? He reaches over, but he doesn't take the money. He grabs you by what is it that you're wearing? Where'd you say you're wearing? Is it a?
It's cloth, but melded with studded leather. So that's why my AC is 16.
I forget what you call it. A frock? He grabs you by your frock.
Oh yeah.
Your
Frock me
leather
up.
frock. Yeah, your leather frock.
Oh,
He grabs you
yeah.
by your leather frock, pulls
Frock,
you
yeah.
forward, and just growls, "We don't mess with them," and shoves you back.
But why about you mess with me?
Well, that sounded sexual.
Yeah. Get the dwarf to go to the bathroom. I want you.
Jesus Christ.
As I grow. I'm sorry. That was an accident. I'm sorry. Okay, there we go.
So he shoves you back.
Even.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Dexy saving throw. 8. That is a 9.
You fall off your stool from the force.
Oh. And possibly in a submissive but breedable pose.
Oh my god.
Oh. At any rate, though, I'll say I'll you know what I'll do? It's easy. I'm gonna get up and, when it comes to taking those new tavern cups from the bar mistress. Yeah, you're right. I was so out of sorts. I am so sorry. Oh, goodness me. Another round, bar mistress, of your strongest ale. Trust me on this.
Each shot is 5 electrum.
Dope. Give me 2. Because obviously, my scaly friend over here doesn't want to fill an AT on any encounters with a fox lady. What a prude.
She pours out. So she takes this. She kind of seems to be like dipped low behind the bar, and you hear like some jingling and stuff. It would sound like she has to have this like kind of almost locked up, and she pulls this. First, actually, the other big thing to take note is since you said that, everyone down here now is looking at you.
Stop staring at me.
All
right.
The people around here do not buy that. Like that, only very certain people like usually kind of buy that. And anyway, so she puts the 2 shots in front of you. It is a nearly black liquid, but it smells incredible. It smells like definitely like it's been barreled.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Oh, it is. You feel like you are almost getting intoxicated off the smell. The dwarf takes his shot and immediately kicks it down.
Saurian.
And they didn't actually say what their names were. They just kind of started talking. It's almost like they kind of avoided it.
Didn't care. Don't even care.
The other one stares at you hard and gives a right Haktua. And it is a nasty, massive, like green and yellow loogie into the shot.
Yeah.
Grabs your
Black
frock
Dragon.
again and says, drink it.
I will. Once I use the bathroom and I saunter towards the exit and we're getting out.
All right.
And I do. I'll even performance check it. Where
I was going to say you're going to need to.
It, yeah. Or deception. Can we go for deception? Because it is kind of like, hey,
it is definitely deception. It is definitely that or
definitely
persuasion.
Deception.
Yeah,
we'll go with deception.
It's deception.
19.
Okay, damn it.
I'm doing the Jack Sparrow. I'm drunk off my ass on rum. Why is the rum always gone? Going to the bathroom. Oh, please don't let that beat that.
I was trying to see. I wasn't going to add anything to it. I was like, 18. Son of a bitch.
I'm so scared. This is the longest I've ever played a level 1 character. It's scary.
So at this point, he's like,
Can you
fine.
put that in too?
and he slams it down and just stares at you as you head into this back area. So Val and Serafina, you guys are going down into this area. First off, there is no lights, so it's complete darkness. Do either of you have dark vision?
I have dark vision though. I have it up
Yeah.
to 60 feet.
So
I have a lamp though.
oh, you can take that out if you want.
Yeah, fuck. I'll use the lamp.
So, you guys hear footsteps. Serafina sees clearly who it is, as does the Croc individual. But Val, you just kind of like are toying, and as you pull up the lamp, you see Serafina and not Rick, aka in this case Ralph, kind of just locking eyes. Well,
Two
well.
best friends lock in a room. They might kiss. As she looks up at him, she goes, "You know, you were really the one better in bed.
You think I didn't know
Bigger,
that?
too. A lot bigger too."
Yeah, firstborns don't get shit, sweetheart.
I noticed. I noticed I clearly picked the wrong one. But you know, you win some, you lose some. Have you seen Aridon?
Seen, possibly, heard, definitely, tasted, and then he pulled up his hand, and that's when he licked the blood off. Absolutely. So to Val, he hears like those things, and then like a, you know.
Her ear twitches as she sees the blood. And she walks over and she grabs his wrist and she looks at it. So something flashes across her eyes that they have never seen before. And I am more than likely gonna have to roll for something, but she kinda, like, her right hand quickly flashes up and grabs him by the mouth and, like, pulls him down to her eye level. And she looks pissed.
Well, let's back that up for a second here. So he's gonna make a dexterity, and you can go ahead and make a strength.
Okay, saving?
No, just regular.
Well, that was 11. I did a saving by accident.
Okay, 11 or 11. So you do not, you grab, but he quickly pulls it out.
Okay. Well,
His mouth is huge. To grab that successfully, it's very, very difficult.
not even like the tip of his nose.
Like you grab it, but he like yanks it. Like it's not enough. Like you would need to use both hands. So to do a one-hand grab is just not feasible. So when you grab him, you're able to grab him. Like that part's not, but he's able to whip his mouth out. So you do grab it. So as you start to pull it down, he whips it back and kind of like glares at you, like almost kind of ferociously. And but you are still able to say what you say to him. I did want to take a pause though. Val, you said you turned around, as in you just decided to go back up the stairs?
No, as they're like about to kiss, I just turn around.
Oh, you thought they were about to kiss. Okay.
No, they weren't gonna kiss.
It's just like he doesn't know if this is foreplay or if something's happening. So this is what's kind of like, just very, very funny / interesting about. I'm going to put Val like this, just to kind of like he's turned around. He's not prone. He's just turned around.
Okay.
So I apologize, but you had said I forgot what your line was. You might just you said he better be okay. Oh, did you touch my pet? Was
Yeah.
what you said.
Yeah, did you touch my pet? Or something.
Fox, Fox, Fox. You should know more than anybody that when you get into somebody's business, bad things are bound to happen. And with that, he kind of lunges at you to try to pin you up against the wall. That is where we're going to pause it. Next time, starting with rolling for initiative.
Okay.
Thank you guys so much for tonight. That was definitely very interesting. That's the stories we have going, and I might have like a side session that I will do with John, or Fisk, I should say, where he had his conversation with Spanky, and depending on how that conversation went, you guys might have a temporary NPC ally or an enemy. So we'll find out what happens. Find out next time on Fireballs and Fails. Good night.
Have a good night.